Hey everyone, it's Velocity, but you can just call me Mike. Anyway, so this you really can't see it that well, but it has like some stuff on it. But yeah, this is my Magic Gathering deck. My Slivers, well, and there's some demons in it. But yeah, so next box, like you know, see that thing right there. Around the whole thing has all the mana symbols. Pretty nice box. So since I have all this. So there's my Sliver deck. It's fucking huge. I actually have a couple other cards. These ones I'm putting down right now on my demon and other stuff. Trying to figure out. Okay, so I didn't really get this prepared for the video. But anyway, so I'll go over my demon cards real quick. So I don't know if you can see him real well. He's that dude. His name's Blood Gift Demon. And his ability, there's that. You can look him up. But anyway, so he's a flying demon. At the beginning of your upkeep, target player draws the card and moves 1 life. And it's a 5/4. It costs 5 mana to cast out. Not bad. And he's a rare. Yeah, he's rare. This is a mythic rare. Reaper from the Abyss. I know it's probably a little fuzzy and you can't see it. He's flying as well. He has Morbid. At the beginning of each end step, if a creature dies this turn, destroy a target non-human creature. It's 6/6, and he costs 6 mana, costs out 6 black, or in a colorless, but you know, they're all black for the most part. My next demon is Rune Scarred Demon. Another guy I bought off of Amazon. All these demon cards I just have right now, these 3 I bought off of Amazon. They're pretty cheap. Because they're hard to build and shit. But anyway, so Rune Scarred Demon, he's a rare from the M12. The other one's from I think something. He's flying as well. When Rune Scarred Demon enters the battlefield, search your library for a card, put it into your hand, and shuffle your library. No big deal. He's a 6/6, and he's 7 mana cost. Then I have two demon cards right here. Well, demon spirit cards. Gut Wrencher Oni and Pain Racker Oni. So Gut Wrencher Oni has Trample. At the beginning of your upkeep, discard a card if you don't control an ogre. So I might make an ogre, a demon and ogre maybe. But I want to try and make it just demon. I think there is a demon card if you discard a couple of them. Like, the same card and whatever it will, I don't know. I gotta look into it. But anyway, so it's a 5/4. It costs 5 to cast. Next is a Human Spirit with Fear, the pain Racker, and at the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice a creature if you don't control an ogre. He's a 5/4, costing 5 to that. I have a random Duskdale Worm, because I want to make a worm deck eventually. This worm's so fucking powerful. They're always like 6, at least like their toughness and whatever. Their attack and defense is always like 6 something and up. Like this is 7/7. You've probably seen this card in the Magic the Gathering Xbox Live Arcade game. Anyway, so then I have Oni Possession. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice a creature. Enchanted creature gets +3/+3 and has Trample. Enchanted creature is a demon spirit, which I'll probably just have that with my games. Anyway, then I have another one. Let me go through this. Okay, so I'm gonna go. Okay, so that's that. The first 5 minutes of this video is showing off the demon cards and whatnot. Now, on to my slivers. Let me get all this land out real quick. Okay, so this is all my land right here. This big thing. So I have 2 swamps, 2 islands, 3 mountains, 4 plains, 5 forests. So that's your basic land. And then I have Rootbound Crag. Enters the battlefield tapped unless you control a mountain or a forest. Tap it to add red or green to your mana pool. This came with the slivers. All the sliver cards that I have for the most part are all foil. Terramorphic Expanse, which is really good. Tap it to sacrifice Terramorphic Expanse, search your library for a basic land card, and put it into the battlefield. Tap, then shuffle your library. That's why I have all that land, so I can grab all that shit out. So I have 2 Terramorphic Expanse. The slivers rely on land for the most part, and most of them are cheap to cast. I have 2 ancient Ziggurat, whatever. You probably can't see it that well. But anyway, tap, add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. And you can only spend it to cast creature spells. I have 2 of Rupture Spire. Rupture Spire enters the battlefield tapped. When Rupture Spire enters the battlefield, sacrifice it unless you pay 1 colorless. And again, tap it for any color of mana, 1 of any color. Vivid Creek and Grove Creek, or Vivid Grove and Vivid Creek. Vivid Creek enters the battlefield tapped with 2 charge counters on it. Tap, add 1 blue mana to your mana pool. Or you can tap it to remove a charge counter from Vivid Creek. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. And it's good that I have all this because slivers are multicolor. And then Vivid Grove enters the battlefield tapped with 2 charge counters on it, just like Vivid Creek. But if you tap it, you get 1 green, and if you tap, or you can tap it to remove a charge counter and get any mana color, which you probably can't see that well. But anyway, so that's my land. Now with my slivers. Okay, so and let's see. Actually, before I get to my slivers, I'm gonna show you. I have all these sorceries and everything, and auras. Okay, so that's my slivers. So this right here, this whole deck right here, this is all my creatures. Wait, so I have Heartstone, which is, I'm going to replace this eventually with Sliver Legion, because Sliver Legion does the same effect. Activate ability for creatures cost 1 mana less to activate. This effect can reduce the amount of mana and ability cost to activate to less than 1 mana. So, but this is for every creature on the whole entire battlefield. But Sliver Legion is the same thing, but focuses on the slivers only, so I have the upper hand in battle, you know? Okay, so, enchanted creature, you control enchanted creature with mind control. Costs 4 to cast out. 4 mana. One black enchanted creature. Whenever any creature is put into any graveyard from play, put a 1/1 counter on enchanted creature. So I have 2 of them. beef up my slivers, or maybe I'll put that in my green deck. Choose a permanent type. Or choose a creature type, draw a card for each permanent you control of that type. Distant Melody. Costs 4 to cast out. This came with the Sliver deck. Has little fairies on it. Call to Mind. Sorcery that costs 3 to cast. Return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. And I was going to use that combo with the Distant Memory. Aphedo Dredgeling, whatever you call it. For you Magic players out there, you probably, like, even though it's hard to see the card, you can probably make out what it is if you're familiar. Anyway, so, Aphedo Dredgeling is a sorcery. Return up to 3 target creature cards of the creature type of your choice from your graveyard to your hand. Coat of Arms. Or actually, no. Hearthstone is for my activity. This is the one that Sliver Legion is. Sliver Legion is, this is the one, my bad. So Coat of Arms is an artifact, just like Hearthstone, that lowers the abilities, but this one, each creature gets +1/+1 for each other creature on the battlefield that shares at least one creature type with it. But they have, Sliver Legion does the same effect, like I was saying, how it, this is the only card that Sliver Legion is based off of, because just the Sliver. So I put Sliver Legion down, which I don't have in this deck, if I put that down, which Sliver Legion is a creature, but it acts like this artifact, it will give all my slivers on the thing +1 for each sliver on the battlefield with it. Pretty nasty. Enchantment, Wild Pair. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, if you cast it from your hand, you may search your library for a creature card with the same total power and toughness. Put it onto the battlefield and shuffle your library. It's pretty good for getting more slivers down onto the battlefield. The sliver by itself is really basically useless and powerless, and it can easily get defended off, but slivers, they act like a pack of wolves and shit, so. Hey, so here we go. So I have my Sliver Overlord. The king, well, yeah, the king of my deck. I gotta get the Sliver Queen, though. That's another card I don't have. Sliver Overlord, legendary creature. You can only have one of each kind of legendary creature. Which Sliver Queen and Sliver Legion are legendary creatures, too. So pay 3, well, he costs 5, yeah, he costs 5 mana to cast. One white, 1 blue, 1 black, 1 red, and 1 green. He is a 7/7. If you pay 3 colorless, search your library for a Sliver card, reveal that card and put it into your hand and shuffle your library. And if you pay, or you can choose gain control of target Sliver. Just in case just in case I'm going against another Sliver deck, or with this guy, a Movoid Changeling, whatever his name is. Creature, he's a shapeshifter, Changeling. This card is every creature type at all times. If you tap it, you can either target creature, or you can either choose target creature gains all creature types until end of turn, which then I can do that and pay the colorless and gain control of the target creature. And then tap again, target creature loses all creature types until then. Okay, so next up, I have Hunter Sliver. This is an old card. It didn't come with the Sliver, premium Sliver starting deck that I bought. That had all the foil cards. Hunter Sliver, all Slivers have Provoke. So when a Sliver attacks, its controller may have target creature defending player controls untap and block if the block it if it's able to. Okay, so let's see what else. Hibernation Sliver. All slivers have pay 2 life, return this permanent to its owner's hand. All of these are like 2 mana to cast for the most part, so just keep that in mind. And this is a 2/2. Pretty cool looking card. Next up we got Acidic Sliver. All slivers have pay 2 colorless, sacrifice this permanent. This permanent deals 2 damage to target creature or player. Next up, we have one that all slivers have pay 2 colorless, sacrifice this permanent, you gain 4 life. But that's going to get cancelled out because I already have something that gives me life, if I can find it real quick. Or I think he's not in here. No, I lost my Sliver. Well, I did have or wait, maybe this is it. Or no, well, he's gonna, actually I don't have that card. I need to get Essence Sliver. Essence Sliver, gives you life whenever you, deal damage. Yeah, it's like lifelink. It's like, lifelink, type qualities. So, that's that. I have Screeching Sliver, which I'm gonna have like maybe at least 2 or 3 of these, maybe 2. All slivers have tap. Target player puts the top card of his or her library into his or her graveyard. So that's good for making people put shit in the graveyard. All slivers have trample. Battering Sliver. He's a 4/4. My favorite, Crystalline Sliver. All creatures, all slivers have Shroud. Fucking awesome. So that means nobody can use abilities like instants and shit that say, oh, destroy target creature or whatever. All slivers have Vigilance. Synchronous Sliver. Probably really can't see him. I like this one. Shifting Sliver. All bluish. Slivers can't be blocked except by slivers. Let's see, what else? All slivers have Shadow. They can block or be blocked by only creatures with Shadow. Shadow Sliver. He's a little 1/1. I have Ghostflame Sliver. All slivers are colorless. No big deal. But I thought he looked cool, so I wanted to add him to the family. Crypt Sliver. All slivers have tap. Regenerate target sliver. So yeah, so there's a lot of cards, as you can tell. I might not go through all of them. I have Quick Sliver, Flash. Any player may play Sliver cards as though they had Flash. Which is pretty good to have, pretty handy. What else do I have? This one's good for getting out slivers. Dormant Sliver. All slivers have Defender, and when this creature comes into play, draw a card. So, it's pretty good. Get some more slivers into my hand, on the battlefield and stuff. Winged Sliver. All sliver creatures have flying. Like, literally, see, like, slivers alone don't, they're not good just by themselves. Because the cards, like, all have flying, all have shroud, and all that, like, you know, they help each other out. I have two of these. These are the same card. Virulent Sliver. All Sliver creatures have Poisonous 1. Whenever Sliver deals combat damage to a player, that player gets a poison counter. A player with 10 or more poison counters loses the game. So I have two of them, but I might actually have three just so they come out more. So yeah, I'm getting like tired already. Like, there's so many cards. Like, I have two Muscle Slivers. I don't know if you can see them again that well. All Sliver creatures get +1/+1. Basically for beefing them up. Spin, Spinneret. Yeah, Spinneret Sliver. All Slivers have this creature can block as though it has flying. Technically, basically a fancier way of saying it has the ability known as Leech. Spine Sliver. When a Sliver becomes blocked, that Sliver gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each creature blocking it, which can be used with the Provoke. And, well, actually, I think this one. Two-headed and Provoke, I think. Yeah. Two-headed Sliver can help with that one. All Slivers have this creature can't be blocked except by two or more creatures. Two-headed Sliver. All Sliver creatures have haste, which Heart Sliver has that ability to give your Sliver army. Pretty vicious creatures, man. Like, all Sliver creatures have Double Strike, which Double Strike basically is similar to First Strike. Well, haste is haste, for all you people that don't know about Magic the Gathering, when a card comes out, say I put this card out that has haste, it comes out on the battlefield. And it usually I would have to wait till my next turn, but since it has haste, I can attack right away. It causes some major damage. Now say this was on the battlefield, all Sliver creatures have Double Strike. Double Strike's like First Strike. Or actually, I think. Somewhat, or no. It's similar to First Strike, but instead of striking once, you strike again. And then of course Trample is all the damage that your creatures take from blocking go through that creature and also go to you. Might Sliver. All Sliver creatures get +2/+2. Just good for beefing them up. You want to have the Slivers powerful. I have two Spectral Slivers. All Sliver creatures have two colorless. This creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Good for beefing up your army again. Bone Splitter, or Bone Splitter Sliver. This is one I bought from some of these, the ones that are not holographic. Which I don't think you can tell if they're hollow, but most of them are, but the ones that aren't, I bought from a card store. Not that many though. But anyway, all Slivers get +2/+0, so 2 on their attack and 0 on their defense. So, like this is a 2/2. Let's say there's an R2/2. The other 2/2 would be a 4 and 2. It wouldn't add toughness or whatever. Hey, so Barbed Sliver, all Slivers have this creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn if you pay 2 colorless. Opaline Sliver. All slivers have whenever this creature becomes the target of a spell an opponent controls, you may draw a card. Whenever its Sliver deals combat damage to a player, its controller may put a 1/1 colorless Sliver creature token onto the battlefield. Broad Sliver. And Sliver Legion, or Sliver Queen, is the same way. You have to pay, I think, like 2 colorless or whatever, and you can put a token out. A Sliver token. And then, of course, the Sliver tokens, they're a 1/1 Sliver token, but they get all the beefing up and all the abilities and shit. So, tokens become your worst nightmare when playing against Sliver decks. Because the majority of tokens that I've seen out there, they're all, like, pretty gay and pretty easy to get rid of. They're just annoying, because, you know, you can get so many on the battlefield. Metallic Sliver doesn't really do anything, it's just a standard 1/1 Sliver. And it's holographic. Quat Sliver. All slivers have pay 2 colorless, regenerate this permanent. But I'm gonna replace all these. I'm gonna replace a lot of these things where I have to pay some mana, and replace them with the Crypt Sliver that just taps to regenerate permanent. So this will probably get out. All slivers have pay 3 colorless. Sacrifice this permanent, destroy target permanent. Necrotic Sliver. He is actually the guy that was featured on the box of the premium deck that I bought for the slivers. Each Sliver card in each player's hand has Sliver Cycling. Sliver Cycling, you pay 3 colorless. Discard this card, search your library for a Sliver card, reveal it, and put it into your hand and shuffle your library. That's Homing Sliver. We're almost done here, only like a couple more cards. All Sliver creatures have Frenzy 1. Whenever Sliver attacks and isn't blocked, it gets +1/+0 until end of turn. So if I beef my Slivers up, this Frenzy Sliver will definitely help them out, and yeah, you're screwed maybe. All Sliver creatures have, whenever this creature is dealt damage, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Pretty good for beefing up. Fungus Sliver. I can't see it that well, it's all dark. Armor Sliver. All Sliver creatures have pay 2 colorless. This creature gets +0/+1 until end of turn. And last but not least, we're finally done. I have 4, yes, 4, because these are the main people. They're pretty useless, like, they're not good, like, they are pretty weak, like, they're only 1/1s, so they'll die off easily. That's why I have 4, but they're pretty good. And these are gonna help my Sliver deck wholly. And that is Gemhide Sliver. All Slivers have tap. So say I have 3 Slivers. Excuse me. Let's say I have 4. Say I have 4 Slivers out, like so. Like so. And I have one of these Gemhides out. So you tap the Gemhide, which would be that. That's how you tap it. And I can also tap this card, so you can see it better. So all Slivers have tap. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. So say I want to cast out another Gemhide, I need 1 colorless and 1 green. So I'll just be tap him for colorless, tap him for green, boom, add another one out. And if I had the thing that had haste or you know, whatever, I don't even know. But anyway, so I have that. And that's basically my Sliver deck. I'm gonna keep most of the cards that's in it. So now I'm gonna count this out real quick for the end of the video. Um, and I, and, so I'm going to count this out and tell you exactly how many cards are in this deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Okay, so I have 27 land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 27 land, 9 enchantments, and well, this is like this is all enchantments and instants and sorceries. So 9 of that total, all of them together total. 27 land, and my creatures I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Four, 35, 26, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. So I have 45 creatures, 27 lands, and what's that? 7 or 9 total sorceries, instants, and enchantments, and artifacts. So yeah, that's a lot of cards. I played this deck. I have like a little crappy deck that doesn't even make sense. And shit. And it's just like you can't even do anything with other decks. Like I just have a bunch of I have just 60 cards. Just the regular deck has 60 cards. Or an average deck has 60 cards. So I took like 60 random cards that don't even work together. Well, I pretend I was facing somebody, and and I just kept drawing, I would just draw, and hey, hold on, hey. So I would just draw my cards and stuff against this deck that I built. That it's just like a practice deck. Like it gives me like that type of sense, like, oh, I'm going against the opponent. Okay, time to draw, and I can see what I draw and stuff, and see if I get good cards like each time. Well, not each time, but see if I can get a good amount of land each time I draw and all that. And so far, it worked out pretty good. But I do want to make the deck a little bit tinier. Because, come on, it has 37 creatures, 27 lands. So 30, 40, 50... Wait, I think I counted that wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4... Three, 5, 6, 7, 8. So my Sliver deck, sorry for the wait, my Sliver deck is 81 total cards. That's with the land, sorceries, instant cards, artifacts, and of course the creatures. 81 total cards. Pretty big deck. It is good though, because that means I'm not going to be able to run out of cards quickly, because once you run out of cards, you know the game's over. If you have no more cards to draw from your draw pile, you know, then it's game over. But I might not be able to cast some of these cards, so I can discard them anyway, because I might not get the land in time. So, I don't know, give me your thoughts. If you need to, you can always replay the video to go look over the cards again, what I have, since there's a lot of cards. And if you are a Magic player, maybe you can, a Magic player yourself, maybe you can give me some tips on what to possibly take out, maybe what to add into it to replace something, or be like an alternative to a card. But yeah, thanks for checking out. Time to put this shit back in its awesome, pretty awesome deck holder. Look at that. So when you see me at, if you see me at a Magic the Gathering tournament, and you see a guy come up with this deck, or this type of deck holder, there'll probably be other people out there that have it too, but if you see me, you see me open it, and you see me take out all these Sliver cards, yeah, you'll know it's me. Thanks for watching, subscribe, like, whatever you want to do, I don't really care. But just comment, mainly comment. I want to definitely get some comments and see what you think I should add to it. Like I just a quick little recap, I guess you can call it. I like Sliver cards a lot. They're my favorite out every card I possibly have, except for the demons. Like demons are my favorite too, but they're kind of a bitch to build up. And dragons, which I'm currently working on that, but Sliver cards, I like them, like, they're just superly broken. They can be awfully powerful or fucking broken sometimes, where your opponent will literally pull his hair out. At least if he's on a no-liker, you know, like, so, yeah, they're really powerful and broken sometimes, and just awesome, like, and I like that. I'm like a fucking, like, president, almost. Or some government official that always, like, that loves power, you know? So, but yeah, so let me know, comment below. If you have a good day, make sure to keep, stopping by. I'll probably have more videos of, me using my Sliver deck against my one friend, Rob. I'm actually going to be playing him sometime, I don't know when, but I'm going to be playing him sometime with my Sliver deck against his, werewolf deck. And I'm also going to try against, he has the werewolf deck, vampire, what the fuck, Eldrazi, or not Eldrazi, I think he has Eldrazi. He has an elf deck, which is pretty retarded, because it's like, you can't kill him, because he just keeps gaining life, but, and also gaining land. So, but yeah, I'm gonna try this against all his decks. He has 2 vampire decks. I'm definitely gonna try out his new deck, his werewolf deck, and his fungus deck, or Sacroling deck, as they call it. I don't know. I'll just try against all his decks, and maybe that will help me figure it out. Because he's really good at building decks and having them work correctly and be a good deck to use in play. So anyway, so once again, like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. Peace out.